Hi, parents and guardians. Welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Ms. Primosch, and I will be your son or daughter's leadership teacher this year. This is my 13th year teaching PE and 3rd year teaching leadership at Fleming Middle School. I graduated Cal State Long Beach with a degree in secondary physical education and athletic training. I've been married for 11 years to my husband, who is an LA City firefighter. We have 2 boys who are 7 and 9. I love the outdoors and I love to be active. I also have a passion for taking pictures. And also I love arts and craft projects. I really hope your scholar will enjoy my leadership class this year. Course description. The leadership course is based on the belief that good leaders need development and guidance to reach their full potential. Therefore, this class is designed for students to learn and practice skills of leadership, such as effective communication, personal and social development, government, service learning, and business. Students will be given the opportunity to become involved in a wide variety of virtual school and community services and service projects during their studies. It is my goal that through this class, students will gain the knowledge and desire to lead our future society and continue to pursue other avenues of leadership beyond our time together. Like I said earlier, students will be learning and practicing skills of leadership such as LT1, which is effective communication, learning target 2, personal and social development, learning target 3, government, learning target 4, service learning, and learning target 5, business. Because of distance learning, like I said, we will be doing a lot of school and community activities virtually, and the students will gain knowledge and desire to lead our future society. Students during distance learning will have synchronous and asynchronous learning time. So synchronous is when we will be on Zoom. This is where students and or groups of students are engaged in learning at the same time. And asynchronous is defined as learning done on the student's own schedule. Zoom expectations. So I ask students to make sure that they are on time, to log on at least 5 minutes early, make sure that they're wearing appropriate clothing, sitting up straight, and then also making sure that they have their cameras on and are in view. If they need to chat, they need to make sure that they are raising their virtual hand, or they can also type it in the chat box. Students should try to find a quiet place when they are on Zoom. They also need to make sure that they're checking their surroundings, making sure that there's no distractions around them. If the student is not actively speaking and participating in a discussion, that they should be muted. When the student is speaking, they need to make sure that they are speaking clearly, they are looking up when speaking, and staying on topic. Students should be prepared by having their computers charged, their iPads charged. Once again, their cameras need to be on, and if headphones are available, making sure that they are using those too. Participation, so being focused, being attentive, and being an active participant, and also making sure that they are respectful to others, being kind and considerate. These are the consequences for breaking distance learning rules. So if this constantly happens, the student will be given a warning, and we will discuss ways that we can help improve the infraction. Parents will be contacted and possibly requesting a virtual shadow or a phone conference. Work habit and cooperation grade will be lowered, referral to grade level counselors, referral to dean, referral to assistant principal, and or principal. Distance learning during live Zoom class, or leaving distance learning early. So making sure that they notify me as soon as possible. When they do leave, try not to interrupt the class. They can privately message me in the chat. A good idea is maybe asking a friend to take notes for you. Also contacting me, and then I can email them their missing assignments. Also checking Schoology for missing assignments. I usually put everything on Schoology. And if there is a Google Slides presentation that I am going over in live Zoom class, they can also view it in Schoology on their own. If a student is sick or injured and cannot attend class, Once again, they need to make sure they notify me as soon as possible, depending on the activity we are doing in class. If it's just discussion, they should be able to hopefully participate in the discussion. Student is also responsible for getting makeup work from the teacher. Attendance policy and reporting absence. Attendance is taken daily in every single period. It is expected that students arrive on time. In the event your child is absent, please do the following. So making sure you contact the attendance office with that phone number, 310-257-4500. You can also upload your child's absence notes to Parent Portal. If you have not signed up for Parent Portal, that's information below. And then also emailing me with the reason that they're absent, and that will allow me to get them their missing work. Course material. So students need a device, an iPad, a laptop, or a desktop computer. If you need a device, you need to contact the school as soon as possible. Students should have their agenda books that the school had issued, paper and a pencil for taking notes. And I don't have it on the slide, but making sure you have Wi-Fi or a hotspot. If you need internet access, make sure you contact the school too to request for a hotspot. Technologies must and have. So it is very important that the students set up their LAUSD email. So that is different from their Schoology Messenger email account. They also need to be able to access their Schoology account because this is where all their assignments are posted. I am requesting that the students download these different apps on their devices, so Google Drive, Google Slides, Google Docs, and Google Forms. They need to know how to take a screenshot because a lot of times that's how they are going to upload their assignment to me. They also need to know how to make a copy of a Google Slides and also how to share a Google Slides with me. So that's another option that the kids can use to submit their assignments. So all these tutorials are in the black folder labeled How To in Schoology, as you guys can see to the picture to the right, which I circled. Homework and asynchronous assignments. So all assignments are in the learning target folders based off of what learning target we are working on. So they are color coordinated right here. There are 5 of them. There's the red folder, orange, yellow, green, and blue. All Google Slide presentations I go over with the students in class will also be linked and uploaded to their Schoology. So it looks like this picture down to your right. And then all due dates for assignments are in 2 locations. So one is shown right in the title of the assignment, then also right below. I will be using Schoology as my online gradebook. This is a great communication tools, and you and students can log on anytime and check your child's current grades, assessments, updates, and missing assignments. You can also email me for any questions or concerns through Schoology Messenger. It's very important that you and your son or daughter check Schoology daily or weekly to make sure that they stay up to date with the course. Listed below are the different ways. For example, the student logs onto Schoology, and then if the parent would like to set up an account to access their son or daughter Schoology account to check their grades or message the teacher, that's information below. What is mastery learning and grading? So mastery learning and grading is based off of grading on mastering skills. So my leadership class will be based off of this. The purpose of this grading is to communicate progress with students, parents, and teachers and administrators. More importantly than the grade is that the student is learning. We will approach learning with a growth mindset that encourages mastery. So if the kid has not mastered it yet, it's not because they're not able to, it's just they possibly need more time and they're not there yet. This grading philosophy is meant to be meaningful and supportive of the learning process. Master learning grading is a system of grading students based on their level of mastery or proficiency of skills and concepts, also known as learning targets. So the rubric that I am going by is a 0 to 4 rubric. So a 4 is mastering, a 3 is proficient, a 2 is beginning, 1 is emerging, and 0 is unobservable. And like I said earlier, these are the overarching standards. So we have communication, personal and social development, government, service learning, and business. And they are broken down into smaller parts, as you can see here. Final grade scale. So mastery is 0 to 100%. Proficient is 60 to 79%, which is a B. Beginning is 40 to 59%, a C. A D is 20 to 39%, and 0 to 19% is unobservable, which is a F. Here's a sample of a grade book for a student. So on Learning Target 1, Assignment 1, the student received a 2. Then Assignment 2, on Learning Target 1, they received a 3, then a 4, and a 4. So their final mastery grade on that learning target is a 4. For Learning Target 2, they got a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 3. So their final mastery grade is a 2. And then Learning Target 3 on Assignment 1, they got a 0. Then they got a 3, a 2, and a 3. So at the end, I'm looking at the most recent and consistent score. So they received a 3. I'm going to add those all up, then divide it by the total amount. So it equals 75%. So the student's overall grade is a B. Once again, there is no averaging of the assignment scores. Students' learning target mastery final grade is based on, once again, the most recent and consistent score. Work, habit, and cooperation. So it includes missing assignments, completeness, and neatness of work, effort, ability to work with others, and being on task. So the following chart kind of outlines how the students will be graded. And this also goes for cooperation and attendance. So we have excellent, satisfactory, and unsatisfactory. So it's, as you guys can see, each 5-week grading period, those are the number that they are allowed to have for each grade. In the leadership class, we will be developing events. Students will be in charge of creating events, assigning duties, organizing the timeline, and then also having a time of reflection and feedback based off of the outcome. They will also be assisting with school personnel, morning announcements. Students can also be a teacher TA, but this is done on their own time. When we are actually on campus, students can help out and volunteer in the student store or other offices. And then we also participate in campus beautification. Students also can be part of the student government. And then we also have CJSF. Here are some special school-wide events that we as a leadership class usually puts on. We have the pin and ribbon ceremony, 8th grade color day and class theme. That usually has a traditional assembly that goes along with it and a dance. Students also help out with new student orientation, back to school night, parent conferences, and open house. They also participate in student government elections. We have some awesome fall special activities. We have College Awareness Month in October. We have the Canned Food Drive, Give Thanks Dance, 8th grade Fall Festival, and the Dia de los Muertos celebration, which is for the 50th day of school. We also have a few Halloween activities, which is the pumpkin decorating contest, and then we have a costume contest. We have candygrams. We usually do that around the holidays and Valentine's Day. We have 8th grade eligibility activities, which include the Turkey Bowl, Falcon Bowl, and track meet. We have the charitable campaign. The leadership class helps with the Sir Alex Awards and the 8th grade awards night. Then also at the end of the year, we have our 8th grade evening dance, plus a lot more. Fleming on social media and apps. So that's our Fleming website. There is important information on there and tons of resources for you and your son or daughter to use. There's a school calendar. We are also on Facebook and Instagram, so you can follow us at FlemingLAUSD.net. So being part of the leadership class, we are going to have to do some of our activities virtually, and we will be posting it on those social media sites. And we also have a Twitter account, and then our school also has an app with some more resources. Additional assistance and contact information. Here are my office hours or tutoring every single Monday from 12:40 to 1:15. It's a live Zoom. There's a link, meeting ID, and passcode. The best way to contact me is through email or school messenger. Once again, thank you so much for coming to my leadership class, Back to School Night. I look forward to working with you and your son and daughter. Thank you.